Okay, so I am really happy. Um, things are just moving in a really positive and uplifting direction. I feel like I'm no longer. I'm going here. I'm Knave of Pentacles. I didn't even mean to do that. I didn't plan that seriously. Um, Somebody booked their first reading. I'm not gonna shout out their name, but thank you very much to the first reading that wasn't a friend or a family. Because it makes me realize that I'm listening to something that is for me. Um, so I'm really happy about that because I think I could really take this channel somewhere in a direction that can really help people and also help myself discover more through action. And I'm just really happy. So I've set a limit on the amount of readings because I notice more people are looking at the page, and I've adjusted the price to have it be pay as you want. So the two card readings, especially, are going to start now at $10. I think I said it, 10 or 15. Um, but you can pay as you like on that. The other ones I'm going to keep set. As always, if you want to schedule anything, I'm looking to develop more in-depth one-on-ones, but enough with the shout-outs. The Lovers. The subject matter for this video has something to do with resonance of... It fell out kind of like this, so I'm going to go with upright Nine of Swords. There is a resonance on the pathway. Like, things are balancing out, finally, is what it feels like. It feels like there is some justice. There is... Literally. Excuse me. I just had myself a euro. It's very yummy. There is a resonance. I think you are 222 re-resonating with who you are, being more expressive, remembering. Wow, okay. So the moon, Queen of Cups, Five of Cups in reverse, Seven of Pentacles. You're not lying anymore about what you're seeking, who you're going to be, the world, or the wheel, excuse me. There is... the feelings of who you're becoming are arriving. The feelings of who that future person is, who is actually around the corner and way closer than you even suspect. Because what's happening is that you have been doing the work for a hot minute. I'm setting the cards out, it's serious. You've been doing the work for a minute. And maybe in this vessel, in this physical vessel, maybe you want a physical change, the body T or whatever, the physical, the mind, the reality might not exactly reflect all of the work that you have put in. However, there is a rapid collapse of the physical, or excuse me, of the quantum, it feels like, into your reality. It's going to take some time. There is a lag in many cases between the asking, the aligned action, the becoming, and the manifestation, right? In some cases, we do the asking and we slam all the way into the manifestation if we're in a flow state, if systems are aligned enough. However, this is deeper. This is at the root. This is systemic. This is possibly generational. This could be multiple lives you've been working on this. What I am getting is that finally the system is updating. It's about to be 444. The system is updating. And there is a lag between now and what you're experiencing and this coming in. But it's gonna hit you like a freight train in a good way. In a good way. You're gonna get ran over and get that $5 million check. I'm not manifesting that for anyone, but you know what I mean? That's the expression. Like, this is going to come in so fast, it's almost going to surprise you, but it isn't going to be a surprise really to your higher self and to you soon after, because you're going to realize you've been putting in the work behind the scenes. You might not be perfect. There might be things that you want to change, and you got to be a little bit nicer to yourself, okay? Because I do too. This is also for me. You put in a lot of work, and I think you would reap a lot of benefit from recognizing in the moment that you're putting in the work, if that makes sense. Like, you already are changing. There already are changes that are signaling that things are working out, things are on the way. But this change, 555, this amount of manifestation, it's taking some time to load because it's so huge. The amount of consistency, the amount of effort, the amount of rebalancing, the amount of restructuring. And then you got to take into consideration what's going on in the world, whether or not you believe in karma, which has an effect if you believe in it or not. The general energy of where you are. Like, there's so many factors going on. But trust. The first card I got was the Lovers, right? You're in alignment. I think what is happening, this could look like a scary combination, right? The Six of Cups into the Nine of Swords. Six of Cups reversed. Oh, lots of deep breaths. Maybe I'm swallowing and dealing with some trauma in this moment. The Six of Cups in reverse and the Nine of Swords is representing here old wounds, old memories, and I think you're finally clearing it out. I don't think this is anxiety. I don't think this is nightmares. It's certainly not trauma. Or maybe it is, but what it's giving me is release. You're not anything but this person maybe crying, maybe having physical, like the yawning that I'm doing a lot is heavy. I think another one's coming on because I mentioned it. Oh my goodness, I've yawned like 7 times. 7 minutes. But things are balancing out. Justice. Justice is being served. There's not really anything left that you need to do at this time. Just keep being the person that you have become, if that makes sense. Like, you've already evolved into them. This moon, this Queen of Cups energy, you're finding your way through the fog, through the confusion, by listening to how you feel. How you feel is the answer. Yes, the feeling mechanism can get clogged up with old repeating anxieties and all this stuff, but you've been doing the work to unclog. So it's just resonating and being a compass. And even when things are clogged, it's still a compass out. Five of Cups in reverse. There's some intensity around missed opportunity, but you're realizing that there's no missed opportunity. There's just exactly what you yourself have been planting, like what you yourself have been tending to. This could be a soft misdirection coming up too, I'm thinking. It's not going to derail you, but it could drag your attention for a little bit. But that doesn't matter. Like, do you see this combination of cards? I know a lot of these readers on here, like, dramatize things, but they're trying to, oh my gosh, I'm not necessarily tired. They try to dramatize things for views and click for engagement. I'm not trying to do that. I'm trying to lead an honest business here. The Wheel of Fortune into the Ace of Pentacles. Things are turning in your favor. Things are moving in your favor. The context in this spread is that it's a movement towards being movement in your favor. It could be different things, but in the context of this spread, movement towards things just kind of suddenly working out. And I'm getting caught up in the combination because the combination to me here speaks, let me get my thumbnail. speaks to me of things are moving in your favor as if suddenly, and it becomes the status quo for you. You get so used to this. You get 10-10. You get so used to this. This is just the norm for you. It becomes the norm for you because that's what everything has been amounting to. It's just an effortlessness. It's just everything. Oh my gosh. Some confirmations. Everything just flowing. That might be the end of the reading. I think so.